All right, we're live.
We are live. All right, hang on. I'm coming.
Well, let me pull the chat up, y'all.
Today we took the load over to the store. We went to storage too, but our storage container is over at Lindsay's house. Oh, excuse me, my youngest house.
Y'all.
Hey, everybody, I don't have the chat pulled up. I'm getting it though. I'm fixing my fat ass some dinner.
I've done really good about having it pulled up when we go live, but not today. I didn't. Hey, Oda, Stewie.
Oh, shit, damn hell! I just
Lacey.
spilled my Coke. I'm telling y'all, what a day!
She's having a bad day. Diane.
It's a day, y'all. It's a day.
Gina Marie, Leanne. I'm sorry you're having a sad day.
Who's sad?
Leanne Cornett.
I'm sorry, Leanne.
Trish Freak Show. Rosie. Leon, how are you? Oh, I gotta find. I wonder if I can find that one channel to unblock.
I'm gonna turn the camera off while I eat. I can't stand that because you know how I am with mouth noises, and if somebody can hear me eating, I'll be embarrassed.
Hey, Ontario chick. Ontario chick lives close to there. I'd be happy to send you a link, Ontario chick. I'm not nice. Try me. Boo boo. Me. Penny Pincher. I know I'm missing people, and I'm sorry. Hey, Linda.
I'm missing anybody because I ain't got the chat pulled up. Hey, everybody. I'm sorry.
Hawkins. Gina Marie.
I'm having breakfast for dinner.
Eric. Pretty Pete. Sonia. My cat Diesel. Had family dinner at my house. Just missing my oldest brother. Cassidy Hampton. I can't come on. It's Mama's bedtime, but I'll be in. Okay, Ontario chick. I get it. I'll probably be missing the chat just a second because I got to try to find my blocked list. I don't know if I can.
You go on the Creator Studio.
That's where I'll come there.
Oh shit! Hang on, let me look because you know I'm ignorant.
Comment subscribers. Community settings, maybe?
I think it is community settings.
Okay. Y'all we'll get there very soon. Dang, I have a lot of people blocked. There is so many troll accounts, y'all. Bee, are you here?
I'm here.
I wish there was an
Hey, everybody.
Y'all, I'm coming back. I just can't say the chat while I do this. And there's not a place to type in.
You can go to their channel.
I don't know if I could even.
No, Bish, you're not blocked. You haven't been blocked.
Who? Who is it?
Bish with 2B said, "Don't you ever block me because I love you too."
I'm sorry, y'all should have done this before we started.
Lacey, I think that's weird. I do think that, I don't know what's going on with some of the channels, but there's certain people I can't see either. They may have me blocked. I don't know. Hi, Punky Bee and Sasquatch.
Hey, Punky.
Thank you, Lip Boss Kitty. I'm a sweat hog today, and I'm filthy. Hey, Laura D. Hi, Jenny Jen Jen. Hey, Bless.
Hey, Jen Jen Jen. Hey, Bless. I'm sorry I can't say y'all. I'm just riding Bee's coattail right now. Dadgum.
Have you got a lot blocked?
Yeah, and some of them really don't need to be unblocked. They're just trolls, and so
Thank you, Bish.
There's O'Cooter.
Those of y'all that don't have Twitter, my Great Dane passed away. Well, I guess you'd say Sunday morning, Saturday night. It was 12:35 in the morning. She had gastric bloat. She had a stroke and had gastric bloat, and they suspected torsion because when they put the tube down her throat to release the air, it didn't do anything. So and that's when the stomach flips in big dogs. It's fatal. And yeah, it was horrible. But they were able to give her something to make her comfortable, and she didn't last long at all. Thank you. It's horrible. The worst part is when we're leaving to go somewhere. She was always with us, always with my husband more than me, and not waiting on her to beat us to the door. Thank y'all. It's horrible. She was only 5 too. I think that's what the hardest part is, that she was so young, and she was such a good dog. It got on my last nerve, but she was such a good dog.
Bless her sweetheart. I don't know.
Did it really, Joe? She said hers went the same way. See, I've read about it, and we had a Great Dane for 10 years, and she ended up dying from heart failure, which 10 is old for a Great Dane, they say. And her name was Belle. All of our dogs used to be named off of a Disney movie, Belle from Beauty and the Beast. And then we got the Mastiff, and he ended up with hip cancer. And when he passed away, which we had done by mouth chemo, I know that sounds crazy, but we tried it. It didn't help. And then we got Karma. And I want another one. Hey, Jenny. I want another one, but I can't go through it again. I can't do it. I want to adopt an older one, though. If y'all watch, there's a Great Dane channel that I watch. It's called Katie. What is the name of that channel? They're 2 Great Danes, and they live down in Tampa Bay, Florida. And both of them have died. They were brother and sister, and they have both died. But they have recently gotten 2 more Danes.
Taylor.
And I don't know. It's hard to see.
Stewie said, "I'm here, ladies."
Stewie, I'm so glad you're here. We were waiting on you to get started. Queen, I know. And that's me. And you know what's the first night, I know people think that's gross for the dog to be in our bed, but we've always had a dog in our bed. And Karma always slept in between us. And yes, Sandy, she absolutely was. And it's weird to reach over for my husband and not have a dog in between us. It's crazy. Yeah, Ontario. He was a English Mastiff. And but Karma was a mixed dog. She was Great Dane. She looked Great Dane, but she was on the smaller size. She was only 130 pounds. So she was smaller for a Great Dane. or average. I don't know. I don't know.
I let my dog sleep with me. Is that bad?
Well, some people think that it's gross, but I don't care. You don't have to sleep in my bed. You know, you don't have to be there with dog hair. I do, and I could give two flying fucks if I've worn dog hair for 29 years. The entire time me and my husband have been married, we have had dogs, and I have worn dog hair. And if you don't like it, don't look.
Right, and well, I mean, I keep a lint roller just in case, but I always sleep with my cat too. My cat sleeps with me. I got one cat, and
Ontario, huge. See, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Well, Omar sleeps on the couch most of the time, but Buck gets in my bed every night.
See, Poncho, he has to sleep under the covers, and Duke, the dachshund, has to sleep at my head, which drives my husband crazy because he sleeps on the pillow at my head. And they will be there forever. I have to put them in the bed because our bed's too tall, but they've learned now to not jump down. They can't get out of the bed.
Is everybody in here subscribed to Age of Ruggiero and saw his road trip with Randy and Bee?
Funny.
Ran and Bee. Who don't want to snuggle with an animal? I can't imagine. Me and Bee were texting the other day because my dogs every day have to come in and clean the mess up they've made. But I can't imagine not having one. And then the pain you go through when you lose them is unreal. But I just can't imagine not having them. I don't know.
And Billy saying, of course, you know, because I immediately,
hi Rebecca,
go looking for another dog, and he said, "No, I'm not ready." And see, I was not ready after Zeus. It took me over a year to get another big dog after Zeus, but Zeus went everywhere I went. He would stay in the car. I would keep it running. I had an extra clicker. He went everywhere with me. But Karma was that way with my husband. Hey, Rebecca A. Karma was that way with my husband. You never saw him without her. And the hardest part is people coming into the shop and asking where she's at. It was the same way with Zeus when he passed away. They would say, "Where's the big dog at?" And, you know, you have to explain it again. Get Gemma Dane. Gemma is outside right now. He needs to bring his fat butt in.
And y'all, I can't talk about it too much. Shaggy's gone. I think he's gone for good. That's all.
And one weird thing, Karma passes away and then her dog goes missing, but he was kind of a loner anyway, and she thinks that he wandered off to die by himself. And, you know, dogs do that sometimes. It's horrible. What's worse is not knowing.
That's exactly. That is what,
where he's at.
You know, Jim said, you know, what's got you the most upset? I said, you know, one, the fact that he wandered off and passed away like that. And two is I don't know. Because, but look, he was a biter. If it wasn't me, he'd bite you. And look, he would bite me too. You got 3 kisses and that's it. That's all you got. That's all the loving out of Shaggy. But you know, he was 13, which is pretty old for a miniature Chihuahua, I think. But
well, and they, you know, they have an average lifespan, and then you just never know.
This is day 4, and you know, I don't even know how it got out. I have, and it's advertised, but I'm pretty sure he's gone.
Bish, I've heard that too, that they'll go, like my daughter and her boyfriend, he's a cop, and he was a canine cop until he started doing traffic. And when his dog retired, that dog was able to come home with him. And when he got really sick, he was really protective of the baby. And when he got sick, it was like he waited on everybody to be out of the house and then he gave up. But and he was one of the last German Shepherds that they had down here. They have Malahais is what they have for police dogs down here now. But
it's weird that it happened like that, but it's just how it happened. Yeah, he had on a collar, but they're
4 days lip gloss. He Sunday when she let him out to go potty.
No, it was. I didn't let him out to go potty. He just got out.
Oh.
So that's what I guess that's what got me has me so perplexed is because when he goes out to potty, you got to stay right with him because he got to where he was wandering off and he's blind. He could see just a little bit out of one of his eyes. So, we couldn't just let him out to go. You have to stay right with him. And honestly, I think he's been trying to die for a while. Thank you, Crystal. But we
on stage.
We was already hey Willow, we was talking about having him put to sleep already, and I just selfishly wasn't doing it. And anyway, but Karma, that was just so. I mean, with Shaggy, I'm sad, but it was expected. With Karma, no. If y'all remember, we were on live stream. She said, "I think I might take Karma to the emergency vet." And
Saturday, I'm through eating now. Saturday, we call it having a go devil when they like run wide open, chasing their own self. And we had to be at the shop at 6:30 Saturday morning because the guy was coming to pick the storage that we got a Sealand container and was taking it out to my daughter's property until we can until we get out there and get settled. Anyway, so we were taken out there and Karma was literally running full speed in circles around the house and the property. And she was only 5. And it happened so quick. She got too hot. And the vet said, don't cool her off too quick. So, we sprayed her down with the water hose and, tried to cool her off. I had water the whole time. She'll drink water out of my husband's hand. And then, hey, Yaba.
Maybe you two need goldfish.
Who said that?
Yaba.
Asshole. Hell, I'd probably kill them too, Yaba. They'd be fins up, no time flat.
Yeah, that's what I figure. Y'all know that Shaggy's been trying to go for a while.
It's crazy. It's just crazy when she's been here and she's such a big part of our life. She's never been by herself unless we go somewhere for a couple of hours and come home. She went to work with us every day. It's weird. It's just weird. That's all I can say. But, at least she didn't suffer long. It was hell getting her in the car because she didn't want us to touch her. She had gotten on the couch and wouldn't get up. Hey, sissy. So it was a nightmare. But we got her and they were able to give her some morphine and all is well, I guess. As well as it could be. Heads down, fins up. That's right, Lacey.
Maybe you guys should get her. Oh, my friend Summer, she has 2 huskies. They are so beautiful. Oh my goodness, they're beautiful. Well, I'm depressed already. Get ready to be even more depressed, Yabba, because the good news is we're talking about murder or suicide.
Cassidy beat up would kill me. Jimmy Dean gets on his nerves so bad, but Jimmy Dean loves him so much. It's like when my husband comes in from work, he'll lay at B-Dub's feet. So Billy will scratch his belly with his feet. And he does it. I said, I don't want to hear a damn thing about his big ass. Speaking of, I got to let him in. Hang on.
No, I don't like avocado on my burger. I hardly ever, believe it or not, I hardly ever eat a hamburger because.
Gemma, I'm walking outside.
That'd be great.
May freeze up.
Did
y'all want
anybody?
to see the pool? Let's just take a gander at the pool. It is still not finished. Look. Can y'all see that? Can you see it? It is still not finished.
Has it got some water in it?
From the rain.
Oh.
We got to buy. Come on, Jimmy. Okay, look. Jimmy's way back there by the pool. Here he comes with this big ass holly. Look at him running. Come on, Jimmy. Here he comes, y'all. Oh, he makes me.
Bish, where you live? She's froze. You froze. Or am I froze? Which one of us is froze? Rachel, that's true. That's true. Okay, B's froze. Let me text her. I hope that she's just chatting away and she don't know. That'd be funny. Gemma Bean. Take the kids and get them a puppy. Get them a. She needed a. No, she didn't. There she is. She's back.
I'm gonna have to obviously get on my phone. My little trip outside.
Oh, Eric.
The Wi-Fi didn't like it. Wi-Fi don't like nothing.
Oh, really, Willow Sage? If your pets get overheated, I'll tell y'all, my pets won't get overheated because, well, except poor old Shaggy. My other two, they'll go outside, but they come in and they let themselves in and out.
And my dog, mine have always been inside dogs. So to be outside for any length of time, we really have to watch them. I'm getting the chat pulled back up because when it froze, everything froze.
Oh, that's okay. I'm gonna take a poll in the chat. Here's what we've been on to. I sent B, you know that video I sent you of Timber in the kayak? Did you watch it?
You didn't send me one with Timber in the kayak.
Yes, I did.
I'm thinking, look, I think you're telling the tale. Yes.
Okay, Timber bought a kayak. And so me and Jim have been looking at kayaks because we think it'd be fun to go kayaking as a family. Now we're looking because Timber's got water in it, all this stuff. Put a 1 in the chat for a kayak. Put a 2 in the chat for a canoe.
Put a 3 in the chat for not a motherfucking thing.
Crazy. Girl, I got a fish.
Oh, you're going to fish from it?
Yeah. So I have to get a big kayak. And plus it said if you're over a certain weight.
Excuse me, sir. I need the fat girl size.
Look at all the 3s. Y'all fuddy-duddies.
I'm the super size. I need the super size kayak for my big ass. Do you have one that's extra wide?
I would love to get a pontoon boat, but we don't have pontoon boat money.
No, this is the best one. Tyler said 4. Just stay your ass at home.
My kids are grown, but believe it or not, they do want to do stuff with us. I don't know why. I'm fun.
Y'all, Sunday is my grandbaby's. Well, it's her birthday party. It's not her birthday, but her 3rd birthday party. That kid.
Was lessons in love being ugly? All they said was your kids don't want to hang with you. And most grown kids don't want to hang with their parents. But mine do. I mean,
Mine do when it's convenient.
Well, look, not every weekend do my kids want to hang out with me, but Chuck, he just texted me and said, "Get ready, Saturday we're cooking out. I'm buying." So
hell yeah. Oh, plugging this up.
Now, my oldest, that's a matter of convenience. If she has nothing else,
I just think it's the best thing ever. And she sent me this. Was telling me and her dad where it's going to be, and it sounds like it's a bar, like something in Buster's, like Dave and Buster's or something like that. I thought it was a bar. I said, "You're taking my baby to a bar?" It's a play place like Chuck E. Cheese, but it's out in Germantown. So who knows?
Jenny, we have two flat bottoms, not pontoon boats, and I want something I could throw on top of my Jeep and go. That's what I want.
Pontoon boats are fun. Plus that song. That pontoon song. Yeah.
I don't think I know.
Thought it was too, Yabin. She said it isn't. It's like another like Chuck E. Cheese. I guess I'll find out when my big ass walks up in there Sunday afternoon. See, Ontario, I think that's awesome. And seeing now that Germantown, Tennessee, yeah, it's the outskirts of Memphis. When we go to Chuck E. Cheese, I have to buy myself tickets or I'll take all my kids. I'm telling you, and it's so expensive. I mean, it is so expensive, but it'll be fun. Julie, you're out. We need to go to lunch one day. I'm North Mississippi, right outside of Memphis. Oh, you'll love it? Oh, I will. Good, Julie.
What are you loving?
She lives an hour from me, and she knows the place I'm talking about. She said, I love it there.
Oh.
Where we're taking bunk. Dave and Buster's has a bar as well. See, that's what my husband was thinking. Hey, Lisa. How is that sweet baby boy? Canoes can flip, but kayaks flip so much easier.
Oh, say no. Thank you, Eric.
I'm about 2.5 to 3 hours away from Nashville, Ontario. It's not far. It's definitely a daytime drive. Y'all will come up with any troll name. That is so insane. Why do y'all do that?
Why do you waste your time?
Yeah, why do y'all know we love Sesame, so why are you even wasting your time on that? Come back in. You were nice. It was a nice comment, but come back in under another account. Have you been there, Crystal? See, I'd heard of it, and I was thinking that it was just all bar, like all adult. He's doing good. I bet he's getting big, isn't he? Actually, Julie, Randi is more southeastern Tennessee. She's actually closer to the Alabama line. And you're about the same distance from Nashville as I am, aren't you? About 2.5, 3 hours?
Yeah.
Nashville's a fun place. I haven't been there in several years.
Okay, and we're not going to get into it, but somebody tagged me and told me to watch that show the other day. What was the girl's name? Jessica
Chambers.
Chambers.
Yeah.
If,
y'all, it's on. If any of y'all have Oxygen Channel, it started this past Saturday night, but it's a series, and it's a girl that was doused on fire and set on fire, and she died. It's about 45 minutes from where I live. And
yeah, I'm sitting there trying to tell B about it, and now I remember you bringing it up before.
Yeah, Kimberly's the one that texted me and told me that it was coming on, so I finally called it.
Yeah,
and
Kimberly.
tweaked it.
She tagged me on Twitter. But see, there's one of those shows, a girl from here.
Sandy, congratulations. I'm so jealous. I want another one.
What is it?
She found out she's going to be a mama again. See, is that not the best news ever? I'm pushing my youngest one. My oldest one don't want any more. She's got the one, and she's golden. And my youngest one doesn't have any. But she's 23. Who knows when she'll have any.
That's going to be a good stream.
That is going to be a good stream because they don't have the guy that they put on trial ended in a hung jury. And
we haven't got that far in the show yet.
Well, it was all over the news here, so.
Oh.
So the only reason they got him is because he had killed, I think down in Florida. Similar circumstances. So
somebody had got killed and he used their debit card.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Because it did show that on the show, but that's awful.
Cassie, they are the best things ever.
And you better watch out, Eric, because she said Eric did it. Just saying.
That's right. If you've been to Mississippi, you better be careful.
Yep.
Jenny, we should have it would be fun to meet there and have a Nashville week.
She froze. When we need to meet is wait till she okay, you're unfroze. When we need to meet, y'all know who's coming to Nashville? I think it's Nashville. Cher. And Jim refuses to go.
Oh, that'd be a good concert.
Yes.
For all us old fuckers.
Yes. And listen, I'm going to have to save my money because if we get right up front, it's like $1,000. But how much longer is Cher going to be touring? Not long.
Right.
You can get a cheap ticket for like $30-something. But if you want to go all that, maybe $600. But you can get some really good, some good. It's going to be expensive, but worth it. Diane has seen Cher. Cher was in Huntsville, which ain't that far from me, when she done her last tour. It was supposed to be the last one, where she rode out on an elephant and told Britney Spears and all them she said, top this, bitches. She was in Huntsville, and Jim stopped me then. He ain't stopping me this time. Randy's going. Oh, I love Bette Midler. When? Yeah, she is like 70 and still looks awesome. I think it's in December. So my family won't be getting Christmas presents. I'll just get myself something. What's going on?
I got on my phone.
I thought you was already on your phone.
No, Yaba told me to do that before, and I didn't listen. I didn't obey. Because my Wi-Fi, I didn't have, I told you last night, I didn't have any Wi-Fi last night. And then today it's hit or miss. So I get on my data, and it works much better.
I would love to see Cher.
Oh, Springsteen. I bet that was a good concert.
See, my friend catered one of his events, and she got pretty chummy with him. Hey.
Really?
Yeah. Hey, T294-150-8046. Oh, that's not your phone number. Not a fan of Cher. Zigzag. In the UK, we have the best series called Bodyguard. 6 episodes. Seek it out. It's okay. Bodyguard. All right, David. Oh, I would love to see Phil Collins too. All right, let's get on with our murder. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. So, how old was she Did everybody watch the show?
She was 19.
Age of Rogerio saw Michael Jackson. Oh, I love it. Diane. What about politics? Okay. I can't wait to see her. All right. I mean, when she first got in trouble for throwing the crab apples.
Oh, 15.
15. So she starts off with, and it was her and some of her friends. Here I am thinking my idols are old. No, we're not discussing her yet, Zigzag. We're waiting for the second part of that series to come out.
As soon as that series ends, we'll definitely talk on that one, because it was one of the biggest trials here in Mississippi, that's for sure. And they had the trial down in Oxford, Mississippi. That's where the federal place is. But it was good. This one is Ashley Smith. Isn't that her name?
Ashley Smith, yes.
She was the little girl that that had mental depression and bipolar. Was she bipolar? Anyway, she hung herself in jail.
But and you can look up the actual video of her doing it, and she didn't hang herself. She choked herself.
Choked herself, yeah, with the sheet. She was sitting on the ground.
Yeah, there's a lot of videos actually, Kimberly. Here's the thing. I want to see.
Lord. Hang on, Stewie.
What'd Stewie say?
Tammy done showed him how to read cards. $10 a reading. Stewie, I'll call you later for my reading.
Tammy's my girl. I love Tammy.
Oh. Zigzag, really? She had relatives that live in Batesville that knew Jessica. Wow.
Okay, T, I got you.
They watched her do it.
All right, so she gets in trouble and she gets put in what is a juvenile facility, which Jim just explained to me today is like a jail, because I'm thinking a juvenile facility is different. I thought it was like, well, you know how kind of like rehab is, with you have your own room and.
No, it is definitely jail, and they have chores to do and all that stuff.
So there's really not a lot to talk about, but I wonder how honest people will be. She clearly had mental issues. How honest, how much could you take of somebody? Yeah, she got put in federal prison after being in juvenile for, I think, 3 years. They said, you know, that she just kept getting in trouble. So her, 3 or 6 months turned into 3 years at that point when she went into federal prison, where they
what
immediately
did she keep doing though. That was my thing. She kept getting in trouble in jail. Isn't that
assault?
Right?
Mm-hmm. Assault mostly, like,
yeah.
So just like in school, your reputation precedes you. So when she gets put in prison, she immediately goes into isolation. We're talking about April Ashley Smith. Well, we will, but let's just. I'm saying something. Obviously, she was in the wrong facility. We're talking about she was with guards where they said, you know, the girl that was in there with her said for fun they would be mean to the guards. So the
Yes,
guards, they're
area.
not
She needed psychiatric.
right.
Somebody see her. Well, they did. Didn't the a therapist or psychiatrist, somebody, because they showed a clip of them trying to talk to her and she jerked the glasses off their face.
To cut herself. She
Yeah.
broke the glasses and cut herself. She would cut herself. They would constantly have to clean up her blood from where she would cut herself. A lot of the stuff she done for attention, and the choking herself, she done that a lot.
Yeah, don't say the C word. That's why I deleted the comment. That's rude.
What's the say word?
He called zigzag the C word.
No,
Stewie.
no, 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 no. Please don't. No calling C words. So
She was so starved for human contact, she would try to get their attention, and she would do anything to get it. It's so sad.
but y'all think when you have somebody that pokes at you and pokes at you and pokes at you like she did the guards, not saying they didn't poke at her, they probably despised her. What do y'all think?
Oh, I'm sure they probably dreaded. They probably had to flip a coin every time they had to, you know what I mean, had to go down there and deal with her. Yeah, Evelyn, she was adopted
She
at
was,
6 weeks. She was 6 weeks old when she was adopted.
yep.
So she was brought up by the same parents. And it
But how, I wonder what her biological parents,
family
because
was like.
yeah,
My thing is too, it was all of a sudden, according to her mom, it was like things were going good, and then all of a sudden she started doing crazy things, which throwing the crab apples at, wasn't it a mailman? Wasn't
mm-hmm.
it mailman? And that's kids play, but at 15, you know better than to do that shit.
Yeah, and they was probably just going to scare her for a few months. But hey, Scarlett, Ashley Smith. So they were ordered. Who all watched her kill herself?
I did.
I did.
They didn't show. They didn't show. Um, Kayla, it was on up. I deleted the comment. Um, wasn't she sitting down and she put the sheet? Hey, David, we're talking about Ashley Smith, little 19-year-old that killed herself in jail.
They ordered the guards to not step foot in her cell
And
unless
there was many times that she would just lay on the floor, no clothes, no blanket, no nothing.
watched a real yeah. I mean, and they show it because they're like, okay, and the crazy thing was they're like, all right, it's like they were gonna let her choke herself, and they said, okay, Ashley, you're turning blue, stop.
Hey, Rennie. Yeah, isn't that, how weird is that? You're turning blue, stop.
But they were ordered to not go in. So they said that we done what we were told to do. That I don't know if there's much to discuss about it. I just think it's crazy that she didn't get the psychological help she needed, which was obvious. But guards are not trained. Guards are trained to be guards. They're not trained to be psychiatrists.
Yeah, you can hear them yelling Ashley, but she was dead. Yep.
Yeah. Hey, Gary.
No, I can't believe you're about right. 90, 91 or 92 here till. Hey, Gary. And, was it the warden or whatever they call over prisons? Was he the one that came down with the rule that they can't go in there? Is that who did that?
Yeah. Yeah. And then he went and tried to change the paperwork to say that he didn't say that. That in that one documentary, the Fifth Estate, right, Jenny, the Fifth Estate, they had to subpoena a lot of the stuff to get it because they wouldn't just hand it over. They tried to hide it from them.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Everybody's so mad at the guards, but let's keep in mind again, 1 hour a day. That's anybody in solitary confinement, and that drives anybody in Canada, Stewie. That the thing is, everybody's mad at the guards, but they're not trained to handle that. I wouldn't be able to handle that. Somebody spitting on me every day, somebody throwing their blood on me.
Yeah, I mean they are there to enforce the rules, and when the rules are not enforced, then they do a takedown or whatever you want to call it. And she had been having so much bad behavior all day, every day, that honestly, I just think they threw their hands up. But I just don't. Was she on any?
No, I don't think so.
Meds or anything?
Scarlett Poppyfield just said they had her on heavy meds, but I don't think that they did have her on any meds. Did they?
I was wondering, Scarlett, did they have her on any medicine? Right, Bavodi. Exactly.
Right. Yeah, it's we can't blame it on the guard. Now, the guards that stood there, the whole system failed this girl. No meds. That's what I thought. There was no meds because had there been meds, she wouldn't have been so out of control.
Yeah, you wonder why she didn't get the proper diagnosis.
I'm pretty sure she wasn't medicated, Evelyn. Maybe at times, but no. There, because of the system she was in, she wasn't in any kind of psychiatric care. They don't. Yeah, she was denied psychiatric help. They did not help her in any way. They treated her like a prisoner. And you got to remember, for throwing crab apples.
In Womack, see, I don't know. The camera was from the door that I guess the officers were filming, and she had it wrapped around her neck and was just holding on to it. But I think she passed out and they didn't enter in. She was in there. Hey, Marie. She was in there for 20 minutes, not breathing, and they didn't go in because they were told to stay out. And I think at that time, could they have saved her? Probably so, because they were standing right there.
Yeah. They couldn't wait to pass her off to the next prison. Exactly. And my thought is they can say what they want. Those people were probably happy. That wasn't their child. That was just another prisoner to them. They were happy she was gone because they were tired of fooling with her.
Right. You have to, you go by that. Ontario chick said she'll do a video of that prison tomorrow. She has to drive by it. Hey, Helen. They can, Leanne. They absolutely can. But, you wonder, as long as she was in there, you would have think they would have got her on the right combination.
Scarlett, she had no real diagnosis. So 5 injections in 7 hours.
See, I didn't see all that part. I
I
just
didn't.
saw what was on YouTube, and I think I watched probably 3 or 4 different videos.
Yeah, they treated her
I
worse
just,
than an animal.
I just know that if that if that were my child, and I get they were probably trying to teach her a lesson initially, and that turned into a parent's worst nightmare. Um, but I would still be wondering why and how. Tasered a lot too.
Yeah, she was tasered a lot.
Scarlett said type in was Ashley Smith on meds. You may can
I
find an
did.
article.
I did. It says we saw the use of medication where it was, in our opinion, not clinically warranted. That was from a one of the correctional officers. Um,
Yeah, Evelyn, there was, I can't remember if it was the nurse
a lack of
or
medication because she was shuttled so many times.
so changing. They never got a true diagnosis.
Right. Yeah, her mom tried to get her out, but they convinced her mom that this last prison was to help her. And if you look at it from the outside, it looks just like like an apartment complex, like something nice. And then you see the cell and the little bitty, it was a little bitty room. And when she choked herself, um, she was in a little area beside the bed and just kind of laid there, and it was like a piece of cloth. Not even a whole sheet.
Exactly, Rachel. Exactly. She said people that are severely mentally ill don't understand being taught lessons
Mm.
because they don't see that the same way someone working with a normal brain would. It probably just made her act out more. That's exactly right.
Yeah, I saw it, Evelyn, while she probably didn't get a diagnosis, but I still think they failed her. No
Oh,
matter
well,
what,
Leanne.
I really think they failed her. I mean, golly. And
Ontario said that that prison is cottages.
is
She said
what?
that she was like cottages, like nice. She had
Oh,
just gotten transferred there from New Brunswick, which was another province. She don't think the info was shared. I bet you it probably wasn't either. She probably had just the bare minimum.
what was she at? She was
Let me go up, Evelyn.
originally in prison for throwing crab apples at the mailman, which I guess that's why it ended up being a federal prison, because that would be a
Evelyn, that's true. And I think there was one clip that I can't remember if that was the nurse or if that was the psychiatrist that she reached through because they wouldn't even go in the room to talk to her. They spoke to her through that little opening in the door, and she grabbed the person's glasses off their face. And but was that the nurse or was that the psychiatrist? Do you
that was a
remember?
psychiatrist.
So she
And
had one, but I don't know that she understood enough, or I don't know. I don't know what the reason. That was the only clip that I saw of her actually talking to somebody.
yeah, goes both ways. I have a friend that worked in the prison as a guard, and she made it 3 months and is now being they spit through shit, etc. Exactly.
Oh my gosh, yeah. See, I was there that short time. I was just filling in, and I loved it, but I wasn't in
Right.
high security, high risk, nothing like that. Can't remember what they called it. Um, but I didn't have
Ontario
any trouble.
Ontario chick says that her friend said is they were told to not enter because she lies. And she did lie a few times. Apples, yes. Um she would lie to but that whole about any attention is better than no attention, I guess.
Right.
Right, Rachel. I don't either. If somebody threw poop on me, that'd probably be my last day of work.
Right.
Or spit. I just, some people are made for it. I'm not one of them.
Well, and the psych part is completely separate, from the rest of the
Yeah.
prison too.
Right, which she wasn't even in a psych part. That she was on suicide watch.
Which is why she didn't have any clothes or nothing like that.
Yeah. But
They said she would choke herself so often that she was just doing it for attention. So they said not to go in unless she lost consciousness or turned blue. And that's the thing is she did, and they even recorded it that she was turning blue, telling her to stop. Well, I think she was already about passed out by then.
yeah.
Because you turn red before you turn blue when you're choking yourself. So if she's already gone to the blue part, then she'd already passed out.
I don't think they drove her to suicide, Kathy, because I don't think she wanted to die. I think she just wanted attention. I don't think she was really trying to kill herself. I don't think she ever thought they would really allow her to choke herself. I could be wrong. That is absolutely just an opinion.
Yeah. Yes, they should have, Ontario. They absolutely should have.
Evelyn, absolutely. There's a reason for every behavior.
Can you imagine getting that call as a parent? I can't even fathom it. Cannot
No.
even imagine.
Yes, David.
Yeah, David, that's right.
No, because just the little phone calls you get when your kid gets hurt at school. How scary
Right.
that
Right.
is. They were poking at her and filming it, and I think they had to film it. It was mandatory. But I don't know that she really wanted to die. Do you think so?
It's hard to tell. She was very angry. Um,
Right, Stewie.
but it was crying out for attention, and she had the mind of like a 12 or 13-year-old.
Yeah.
To me, I mean, nobody said that, but that just what it seems to me.
She definitely had mental issues. I just think that she was just failed, and I would love to know. There was a lawsuit. Um,
Yeah, I wonder
Diane,
whatever happened with that.
Diane looked it up.
Ontario said she's not the only one who's died there. See, I know y'all have heard me talk about this. A good friend of mine's son died while in custody at Tunica County
Oh yeah.
jail.
Oh yeah. We haven't talked about that in a while.
Yeah. And
Hey, Rosie.
after he died, two more died while in custody under suspicious circumstances. And his trial is coming up. I mean, he passed away. He was an organ donor, but the mom is suing him because he went to jail to go in the drunk tank. Hey, Rosie. He went to jail in the drunk tank, and 18 hours later, he's brain dead. And they didn't check on him. They thought he had just got on the floor, thought he passed out and got on the floor. They were putting his meals in there. Nobody checked on him other than putting his meals in there, and he never ate. They never saw him get up. They never saw him move after he got on the floor. And I think he probably had a seizure, ended up on the ground, ended up brain dead.
Hey, Jen.
Okay, Ontario.
Yeah. She sent me the link to the other deaths in that prison. I mean, there's a lot of neglect that goes on there. It said
so sad to me.
She did sue. They wanted $1 million, but received an amount all parties were good with, and the number was not disclosed. The settlement happened in 2011.
I know it, Miss Know It Some. I can't imagine either. I can't.
Yeah, get ready because we have a good crime coming up, and B was really close to this one. Her name was Jessica Chambers.
It was. I didn't know her, but it happened in a town not too far from here, and when they when it happened, that was all that was on the news. Kind of like the West Memphis Three when that happened years ago. You know, that was all that was on the news for months and months and months. And then they covered the trial here, and actually, the DA that's over our county is the one that prosecuted it. So,
Which B on the West Memphis Three, she thinks they were guilty.
mm-hmm.
And do you know, I found out after we done our stream about the West Memphis Three that I have a mutual friend with one of the dads.
Really?
Yeah.
It's a small world. Yeah,
Yeah, the
Kayla.
guy.
It's a little girl. She was I think she was 19 also, from Mississippi, that Kimberly just looked it up. There have been 16 state inmates die in August. Wow. Wow.
We had a girl that I went to school with that died in prison in Nashville just a couple of months ago.
That is crazy. That is crazy. Hey, Teresa.
That would be Rosie O'Kelly said he would love she would I'm sorry, she would love to do a stream about death penalty gone wrong.
Oh my gosh, I went down that rabbit hole.
I haven't went down that hole.
Oh my gosh, they show some that they started the IV and they raised the curtain, people sitting there to watch it, and then they start injecting the meds, and all of a sudden it infiltrates, meaning it goes in the tissue instead of in the vein. And he's screaming, he's frothing at the mouth. I mean, it's on YouTube. Put up death penalty gone or lethal injection gone wrong. You'll see it. It's crazy. It is devastating. Look, also, let me tell you something.
Do I think who's innocent blonde? We talking about Darlie Roots here because I do, and I never finished that show. I do not think she killed her children. Oh,
Kanika, I think, was lured in there. I've always thought Kanika Jenkins was lured in the cooler. I don't think she found her way back there by herself. I will never think that.
I think sometime I need to rewatch it. I remember watching it years ago. The James was Bulger, is that how you pronounce it? He was 2 years old, lured out of the mall from his mom and killed by two or three 10-year-olds, was it, on railroad tracks?
Yeah, that was in the UK.
We had some mutual friends, Crystal, the Holly Bobo. Yeah, I didn't follow it as close because the Megan Sharpton thing was going on too at the same time, and I was friendly with Megan's mom, which that show aired last year. Megan was also burned alive, and then her mom ended up killing herself.
Jenny Kanika was a black girl. She was 16, 17, that from Chicago, that was out with a bunch of her friends and died in it. She was found in a hotel cooler, and they said that the final results was she got drunk and went in there by herself. I don't believe that. And there's parts of the security camera footage that they've never shown. Now, I don't know if they were missing or they just didn't show them publicly. But
Okay.
You look it up, Kanika Jenkins in Chicago, and you'll
go down a rabbit hole.
You'll go down that rabbit hole for a week.
Okay, Rosie O'Kelly says
Rosie said something about
if it fails, would doing it the second time be double jeopardy? No, I don't think it would be double jeopardy because you wouldn't be trying that case again. But what I do think is if it fails, you ain't supposed to kill him. That's what I think.
Yeah.
God said, not today. Let him live. Let him alone. That's what I think.
Well, and if I don't know how, listen to me saying, if I was on death row, I don't know how I'd feel. But for me, I would think that I would just be ready. It's time. I've been here. Because, they're usually on death row for so long.
Amen. Yeah, because I'm rereading the Alain Mornos book, Dear Dawn, and she was just ready.
Yes, Dodie, she died in that hotel. She was missing.
Okay, Rosie O'Kelly. Scott Peterson. Oh, I want to interview him so bad, that lying sack of shit.
Randy's going to go to California. Did you really, Rosie? I'm so jealous. I will have to look that up. I want to deck him. That's what I want to do. I
want to just
because you're such a fighter. Does a rabbit hole lead to the backstab of Mount Rushmore? Probably so. I ain't found it yet. I'll let you know when I do.
I would love for him to, and I'll tell you, you can't meet your maker without telling the truth. You got to confess to somebody, but God already knows. He needs to come out and tell what really happened. Where did he kill her? They said that they didn't think that he killed her in the house. Somebody said something about a house across the street.
Rosie said, give her a wrench and she'll post the video.
Okay, let me find my.
One MG said he lived a couple of blocks from her. Did you? I'm sure this is a dumb question because I'm sure you drove by the house, but I bet that was crazy during that time. My brother played. He was drafted. My brother that died from Lou Gehrig's disease. He was drafted by the Oakland A's, and he played single A ball in Modesto, California. And we flew into San Francisco, went out there and stayed with him for a couple of weeks. And I love that little town. It is the cutest little town.
Okay, so now that we've talked a little bit about murder and all this stuff, did anybody please tell me that you heard Eminem's diss track towards?
I don't listen to no Eminem.
Oh my goodness. That was the best thing I've ever heard. This little young Machine Gun Kelly put out a diss track on Eminem, and Eminem ate him alive. It was the best thing I've heard in so long. Because right now all we have is, if we're going to listen to rap, it's mumble rappers. And they're getting famous on SoundCloud. Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang. I mean,
did you hear what Diane said? Let's do a mock trial for Scott Peterson. Wouldn't that be good?
Yes.
We'd all put him under the bridge.
Absolutely. We would dig his hole.
Under the bridge, under the jail. The Black Widow, Melissa Shepard, was caught in my town, my Peak Life. Wow. Here's the link.
Kill shot, yeah.
Oh, let me pause it because it's fixed to start playing.
I absolutely, that's one I would never argue. Scott Peterson is guilty, guilty, guilty of the house. Marshall kicked it. He did. I love him.
I've got the hiccups.
No, kill kids and wife is still no.
Y'all, that's what I'm going to do in my retirement. I'm going to skip the police academy, and I'm going straight to being a detective. So I'm just forewarning y'all, that's what I'm going to do.
I really need to. Drew Peterson, I would love to talk about him too. That
The
slimy
asshole
gum.
scumbag ass. Oh,
That's the only time I've ever been mad at Rob Lowe.
for playing the part.
Yeah, he played it good, didn't he?
That's funny. Ooh, I just brought back up the chat. I am a hot, sweaty mess, y'all. Lord help
I think you look good. I love Post Malone.
Because you're partial. You ain't got no vote. Oh.
Death Row Art Gift Shop. Only wow.
Chris Watts is a scumbag. Yes, he is. And mark my word, he'll never make it to trial because he's going to kill himself. Mark my word.
Okay, please tell me who that is because I'm very intrigued now. Inbred. What? Oh, ain't.
I'm going to watch it, Rosie.
Oh, I am too. Chris Watts. Unlawful termination of pregnancy.
Ontario, I promise you, if I was there, you and I could swap off. You'd probably do better with mine for a couple of days, and I'd do better with yours for a couple of days. It's weird how that works.
Please tell me he didn't kill them two little precious girls that's on this thumbnail. Please tell me.
Yes. And his wife, who was pregnant with their son. He's a piece of shit. He was having an affair with the woman. The woman has now spoke out. And they also said he was having a gay affair with some man. But I haven't heard his statement yet. Yeah, I've really been watching that. It is really chilling, Rennie. Absolutely.
Oh, it looks like I'm going down another rabbit hole.
Oh, I'm telling you, you'll be there for 4 or 5 days. Hey, Sugar Cane.
Hey, sugar. Lip gloss.
I'm doing good.
Lip gloss is related to him.
He got all built and cocky. I think he should be put in solitary. He will like you. Hey, Kristen, you're right. Either somebody's going to kill him or he's going to kill himself. He will never stand trial. Watch, mark my word. Yeah, because then all of a sudden he claimed he was bisexual. But I bet his wife didn't know that.
Okay, not by blood, but Watts is my great aunt's stepson. That's crazy. Are you going to go to the trial?
It's they lived in Colorado, right? Yeah, it was Colorado.
Oh, he gave an interview. Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah, because he was wanting his babies home. He was wanting his wife. He just wanted them to come home. It was the day they went missing. Before they arrested him. Hey, Kim Beerley.
Just like Susan Smith. When I heard her interview, or I said right then, and I was married to my first husband, I said, she has killed her children. I can tell by her, because she said, please. I said, she's killed them. She's done something. He said, you're crazy. I said, no. And because he said, that's your pregnant hormones, because I was pregnant with my son. She killed him.
Whirlwind, I think he is in solitary. I think he's also on suicide watch.
Oh, Julie.
Dumped him in the oil well. Yep. He buried the wife and dumped the babies in the oil well.
Susan Smith, the one that ran her two little boys in the water.
Put them in their car seat and then let them go into the river to die.
All because the man she was dating didn't want kids. He had dumped her because he didn't want kids.
Dixie said it. Chris is on suicide watch, and his wife, Shanann, isn't that the way they pronounce it, has videos saying what a wonderful husband and father he was. And I'm telling you, she was beautiful. Beautiful. And they had such a beautiful family. Oh. It just makes me wonder what goes through their heads. What goes through their heads?
full of shit when he went fishing on Christmas Eve in the rain. Sure.
Yeah, Lisa said
Right, Rosie.
carjacked by a black male. Nope, she did it herself. It's insane the stories that they come up with. Also, Susan Smith, who stabbed her husband 196 times.
Oh, really?
He looked so not bothered during the TV interview, didn't he, though?
I'm gonna watch it. Welcome, Unicorn Gamer. I'm
Julie,
gonna
you're
watch
probably right. Hey, Unicorn Gamer. Yeah, we were talking about that. We talk about it a little bit. We love talking about some murder trials.
it.
We start off with one thing and end with something else.
Yeah, and I knew because even Todd, sweet Todd, if you're listening, I love you so much. He wouldn't even because me and you had broke up, and I said, will you do this with me? This has been like several weeks ago. And he said, no, because he wouldn't even, he was uncomfortable talking about the suicide, but I don't see this as a definite suicide. You see what I mean?
Yeah, right.
But I do want us to do that. The Caitlin.
David, I can't remember who that one was. I know you're talking about the lady that stopped on the side of the road and one of her kids survived. It was 3 kids total, but she shot them and then she shot herself in the arm.
Oh, that's Diane Downs.
Diane Downs. That's it. That's it, David. Oklahoma Girl Scout murder still unsolved. No. Oh, that sounds like a good one. Oklahoma Girl Scout murder.
Me too, sugar. But y'all want to know what's crazy is I can watch somebody beat a person up on YouTube, but I can't watch somebody hit an animal. Yeah, Downs was insane.
I'm going to look that one up, that Girl Scout.
I have that book,
Small
Sandy. I haven't
Sacrifice.
read it yet.
That's it, Sandy. That's the name of the movie.
Yeah, it's a book too. I got the book, but I haven't read it. Y'all remember Farrah Fawcett was in the movie.
Yeah, yeah.
Kanika Jenkins, Jenny Hansen.
Yeah. And I can't remember how you spell it. It's probably, even if you misspell Kanika.
There it is.
There it is. Kenneka Jenkins. And she's a beautiful girl. Beautiful girl.
Sugar.
What? Like you mean? Let her preach till the cows come home.
Yep.
About how ashamed he should be.
Yep. You're welcome, Jenny.
All right, girl. I need a shower.
Yeah, I need to eat.
Shower with me.
I'll
take y'all.
Woo!
Y'all won't like what you see, though. I'm just forewarning you.
He's took me before. Remember that time you dropped your iPad in the bathtub?
Oh, I'm pitiful.
Okay, the next stream, I don't know exactly when it'll be. Maybe Saturday?
Yeah, we need to. I don't know. I don't know how late I'll be at the shop Saturday. We'll have to see. We need to do a Regina and Vagina.
Yeah, we do. Call in.
We've got to do that soon. But it's only 2 more Saturdays for sure, and we're out. We're out of the shop. We got to be out by October 5th anyway. So the count.
In 2 Saturdays, them gambling debts will be all paid up and be free at last.
And I can get some new ones.
Love you too, Rennie. Rennie, thank you for this idea. We got this idea from Rennie.
Absolutely.
Subscribe
Rennie has
to her.
a good channel and does some really good murder mysteries. If y'all love murder mysteries, subscribe to Rennie. You will love them.
Yes, Kimberly.
We love y'all too. Chat. Do you hear me this whole time?
Oh, I have too. If I have not spoken.
Y'all, if nobody, anybody, I'm so sorry. I've been on Top Chat till just this second.
y'all. Hey Ash. If y'all have been here the whole time, I'm so. Why was Ash deleted? Oh, it was an accident.
Yes, Ash, that's the one.
Sorry, Ashley. He didn't mean to do that.
It was. It's Jessica Chambers is her name. Love you too, Lisa. You give that baby boy a big sugar and a hug from me.
Sugar, that would be fun. We'll do. And
Yes, we've
Sarah.
been wanting you on there, but we haven't done it in a few months.
Yeah, no, we haven't.
We
And
broke up twice since then. We got to stay together long enough in a month to be able to do it.
yes. And Stellar is going to do one with us too sometime. So it's gonna.
I love it.
We're fixing to bring it. Hi, Kathy.
It's yeah. I'm fixing to go in retirement, and it'll be fun. It'll be
No, I
fun.
missed that unicorn. It'll be fun for about 2 days.
And then I'll be bored to death.
Yep.
I'm getting another job, but the one that I'm hoping to get don't start until January anyway, so I'll have a few months off. We got plenty to do around this house though, so one day I'm gonna get live and y'all won't see this wallpaper anymore because I'm painting over it.
There you go. Don't take it down, paint over it.
That's what I'm gonna try to do. And the new owners can worry about it.
Berna. Did you girls hear about? Yeah. We heard about Skeeter. We're so happy and so proud of him. All right, y'all. Have a good night. I'm gonna go get a bath too and eat something. Have a good night.
Bye, y'all. Love y'all.
Love y'all.